Okay, we're out. Moist enough. Moist enough.
What was that happened to you?
Is everything
You right?
okay?
You all right, buddy?
Yeah, a little tight.
Oh yeah, on the couch. Yeah.
And
Got friendly.
I got to pee so bad.
No.
Sean, After Effects some tears in case I
Yeah.
didn't
No.
look like I was
Little,
crying
put
enough.
little wet
You
willies.
did it,
dude.
dude.
There's a whole tutorial.
Yeah.
Go to
After
Video
Effects.
Copilot and just do a tutorial and then learn how to do fake tears.
Okay. Sure.
So that.
It wasn't ending. Yeah, I kept. Yeah. Yeah, and I got real tears on that one.
Yeah. How did you make that happen?
I'm a great actor.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was sad. He was legit sad.
You're breaking my heart.
Anyway, thank you for watching this week, everybody. We're in the after show now. We want to thank everybody for being here.
That was fun.
Yeah,
That was a good
it was
podcast.
good. I thought it was a great show.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really great show. We were filming something here today, and it was really fun. I can't say much more about it, but it was.
It's always fun
I
to
really enjoyed it. The footage turned out good.
I think it's always fun to look back at the old podcasts and you can like see when we were filming.
Yeah.
Like, we had big shoots because we all have no facial hair.
Yeah,
And it's
I was
like,
gonna
oh, they're
say,
filming something.
We all have no facial hair. But yeah, it was really cool. Can't wait for people to see it. So,
Yeah, everybody's stoked at home.
yeah, everybody's a real
Oh,
stoked.
they're salivating now.
Yeah.
They can't wait to see it.
I had so many people tell me, somebody in the chat just said this and it just reminded me. I had so many people say this to me and it really alarmed me. So many people sent me some variation of the message of, this R. Kelly interview remind me of you. And I was like,
No.
I'm sorry.
When he yelled at Gail King.
Excuse me? But there's a point in it where he says, like, is camera on me? Camera on me?
Oh, okay.
And it was like, okay.
Great minds.
You gotta
alike.
give me the context first, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did do that.
He
Is
does
this camera on
he
me?
does say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. He stole that from you.
You know, never thought this until I saw that interview. I think R. Kelly's innocent. You know, just based on that interview, I
Yeah, I mean,
It's all cleared up.
passed my test.
that interview was very uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable. Gail King held her shit together though, so props
Yeah.
to Gail King.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, why would he do that interview? What did you think was
Kelly
going
does
to give
Talk
him
about
that?
it. Talk about his own.
R. Kelly is
side
not
of it.
intelligent.
Yeah. You know what? If you're crazy like that and you're rich and you just have a lot of yes men around you, like it is a dangerous combo. You think
Yeah,
that you can just do anything and people are going to listen to you. And I'm sure he left that thinking, I got my point across.
Did you watch Surviving R. Kelly?
No, I couldn't do it.
What?
Is
You
there too-
listen to Murder Town.
I can't. I don't know. I guess a lot of like that gruesome, like graphic, like stuff. I don't listen to that kind of shit. Like I can't do that. This is like the story. I can't do it.
I was going to say, there was an interview a long time ago that he did with like Huffington Post or something. I don't know if anyone even remembers that.
Yeah, I
But-
do.
Yeah, where that was
like 3 years ago.
It was this woman interviewing him kept bringing up like, so what's going on with, because we keep hearing these allegations and is there anything and he kept just shutting her down completely. And I'll never forget his response. He said, you know what? And I still laugh about this. He goes, you know what? You're making it negative. You keep making it negative. I'm not going to let you make it negative. I'm going to make it positive. After this, I'm going to go play some basketball with my friends. I'm going to go down to McDonald's. I'm hoping they got the McRib. It was just so like, if this was serious to you, would you be, I don't know, like if you were a regular human affected by these horrible things, would you be going, I hope they got the McRib? Like, I don't know. It seemed really like, why are we talking about the McRib right now? Like this is serious shit getting brought up.
You see, honestly, just the video of him humping that one time, like on stage.
Yeah.
You watch that video and think, oh, this guy's insane.
Yeah.
Like no sane person would do that.
Yeah.
So he's fucking nuts.
Talking about the potatoes, the tomatoes.
No, Sean, no sane person would do that. Don't watch the ending of Todd and Aaron 2015.
This is what I'm gonna
We're
do.
making fun of shit.
Whatever. Yeah,
he's
I know,
doing it
I
just
know.
because he's into it.
If you let me
Whatever
into
year
your
that was
kitchen,
or whatever it
baby.
was.
Hey,
but-
Todd and Aaron are also insane.
Yeah. Oh, Todd and Aaron
for the
are
record,
the
yeah.
fucking worst people on earth.
Yeah, so I mean, sure.
All right,
And,
who's
and
worse?
fictional. And fictional.
Official Mega64 death battle. Who's the worst guy? R. Kelly or Michael Jackson? Go.
Oh, that's not a contest I'm
didn't-
willing to.
I feel like is it called Surviving Neverland?
Leaving Neverland.
Leaving Neverland.
Neverland.
Surviving R. Kelly, leaving
Those
Neverland.
are Todd and Aaron's
Leaving R.
favorite
Kelly.
two musical acts.
Surviving Neverland.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That
I haven't watched it yet. I
me
can't.
neither. And
I don't
I'm
want.
scared to.
Watched it today.
You did?
Oh, you watched it today?
Yeah, fucking 4 hours.
Does it,
It's
4
4
hours?
hours?
Yeah, it's 2
Oh.
parts. Yeah.
See, this is like I already had my mind made up on Michael, but I don't have that hard of a time distancing the art from the artist.
Yeah.
But my mind was made up a long ass time ago, and I feel like, do I want to sit through 4 hours of like something I already like have?
Yeah, I mean,
confirmed?
it's sad. They go into like the graphic depictions of it, and you hear them say this like it over and over again. It's just like, God, it's a bummer.
Yeah,
I've heard it's a constant drain on you.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeesh.
I don't know.
You know, the way I feel with Michael Jackson, you know, maybe it went that far, maybe it didn't. There's people debating. The guy was in bed with kids. That's not the hill I'm going to die on.
Yeah, no shit.
That's how I feel.
No shit.
Whether or not it went further
Calls it
than
as I
that,
sees
I
it.
choose not to die on that hill.
Yeah, that is horrible looking, regardless of what happened in that bed. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But in terms of listening to the music, there was a bit on SNL last night. I normally don't watch SNL. I don't know how I saw this, where they talked about it on Weekend Update, and they talked about like, do you still listen to this music, or are you still whatever? And I think it was Pete Davidson was like, you know what? I put on the remix to Ignition, and I say this guy's a horrible person, but. And I played, you know, he's like, I acknowledge it. I already know it. I can still listen to that song. But I did donate $1 to charity after that. Like, or something. He said something like that. He's
Balance
like,
it
as
out.
long as you do good, you know, do good to cancel out that shit. I'll still listen to Ignition. I was like, okay. I guess that's where I'm at. I don't know. When I hear like Billie Jean come on, I feel like that's already been playing for decades. You know, I'm not even really thinking about the dude, but and he's dead, so it's not like he benefits from me playing it. I guess R. Kelly's different because if I buy his shit, you know, I don't want to help that guy out.
I'm
but
putting
that's
blanket
me.
through college, so I just made a Spotify playlist of MJ, and I'm just streaming it 24/7.
I give everybody out there permission. Listen to whatever you want, or don't listen to it.
Yeah,
I
good
don't.
advice.
yeah. I don't judge
I
anybody.
don't think you're gonna have an effect on it either way.
Yeah. So you do
Good
your
advice.
thing. That's up to that is. I think that is up to you.
Yeah, it's on you. Nobody's gonna stop you.
Okay.
Wow, Sean. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You
somebody was
sound like
actually
you think
take
I'm gonna
me up
stop
on
you.
that.
No.
You sound like you're for censorship.
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
What are you for?
Love.
What are you all about? What's
What's
your
deal?
essence? One word to describe Sean, and don't say dad.
Oh, that was a good one.
That describes way more than just
Weird.
Sean. Weird.
Weird. That's not him describing it. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
That's
It's-
what I would
oh,
say
oh,
too,
it's me.
Rocco.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to chime in.
What's Sean all about?
I
yeah.
don't,
What makes you tick?
What's your thing? What are you into?
I don't know.
You gotta have one thing, something.
What's that thing in your mind right now that you're afraid to say?
I don't have anything. I don't know.
Let it out.
Yeah. Don't hold back.
Be free.
Stream of conscious. Just word vomit what you're all about.
Let me free your sparrow.
Oh, it's bubbling up.
I don't. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
The thing you're all about.
Wow. Hey, any CIA operatives out there? He's a blank slate, a regular Manchurian candidate ready to be implanted. So it's just a wide open. It's a blank chalkboard. You can write in anything.
Just me. You guys.
2 words? I thought it was supposed to be one.
Myself.
I don't know. Oh, myself.
Ah, that's fucking stupid.
No, that was good.
No,
good.
that was a bad. No.
Doubt leaks in now.
I'm just idiot.
No.
There you
Oh.
go. There you go.
Oh,
you
you
got what you
know.
wanted. Is that what you all
Yeah.
wanted? Did you get it?
This guy's on the edge.
If you're upset, John, and you feel like you're gonna cry, just at least give us a heads up.
I'll let you know.
Selfie it.
I'll let you know.
Selfie of it.
And tag hashtag Captain Marvel.
Okay. Did he hashtag Captain Marvel with that?
Probably.
Fuck, dude.
You gotta, you playing the game, using all the tools.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where to go from here. Discord call
Wanna take
or
some calls?
I want to
mean-
get to the essence of Sean. I guess we can take a Discord call.
yeah, they can tell it.
Maybe they got a question for you. Maybe they can
Ooh.
pin down your essence. We could ask them what your essence is. Maybe they have an outsider's perspective as
Yeah.
they watch every week.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Who we got, Brian?
We got 5 people on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm all about?
What?
What?
My essence.
What's your essence?
Jack in the Box.
That's
Nice.
3.
Nice.
Nice.
3.
I was
Nice.
just
words.
I was talking to the other guys about Jack in the Box the other day. Does everyone out there remember when all of Jack in the Box's commercials all sounded like dun 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 dun? Like no one here remembered that.
I didn't, but you played it for me and it came back.
That sounds
Right?
like the
And then it did.
GameCube opening.
Yeah.
Do.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I got it. Do you mind if I click around?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I knew that I was either with my rich friend or it was a really special occasion if I got a sourdough jack. That meant
Yes!
things were going pretty good for
Hey,
me.
the sourdough jack was kind of a rare treat.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
I
for
always
me.
had-
That was number 5.
Yeah, well,
for me, I liked him.
yeah, I loved them. My parents, I could never order a number. It was always like you get the cheap hamburger.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
same
menu.
here. We
or
would just
2
get a
tacos,
hamburger.
you get that,
Oh,
but
some
you don't
of
get
those
a meal.
Oh, I was the fat kid. Dude, you remember the Colossus?
Oh my
That was
God.
like a daily event for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I had too many of those hamburgers.
My mom used to treat me to $6 burgers from Carl's Jr. I would play World of Warcraft and get $6 burgers delivered to me. That
Whoa.
was awesome. That was awesome.
Mariel, I'm going to call you out for a second. I never hear anyone talk about fast food as much as when you bring up poppers. I think that is the.
I got some last week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
They're good.
Jack in the Box poppers.
Yeah.
They're
Even
good.
last year, not this year, not this last Christmas cast, but the one before that, we were doing a competition. So it's like no one needs to bring their own food. Like we're just going to eat what is for the competition. And she was like, "Oh, I'm bringing poppers." So I mean, I'm bringing. And so we had 100 poppers that night. But wasn't that? Didn't you have an issue ordering that or something?
I mean, I think I asked for like 70 poppers, and they were
Oh.
like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
How many poppers come in an order?
7, 3 or 7.
Jesus.
Okay, so that's just 10 orders.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Are you sure?
I
don't
don't know. McDonald's. I feel
I've
like
been hungry before.
There
you
was
know?
one Christmas cast. McDonald's had some promotion where it was like 50 McNuggets for like $5 or $10.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
so cheap.
Yeah.
You can get
I-
just like a bazillion.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah, I
that.
think the nuggets were about to expire. They had to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, do you remember when
Fire
McDonald's
sale.
Chicken wings?
that moment where McDonald's did wings? And man, the articles about that were actually interesting. You would think that they wouldn't be, but that bombed so bad. Which I had them. We went on some trip once, and I had a I was like, "Yeah, they got wings now. I'll try." And they were like bland ass, boring ass
But
wings.
It was
don't say.
expensive.
Yeah, and
It's
it
like
was
5
really
wings for
expensive.
$7 or something.
Yeah, and there was a
McDonald's had
whole
bad
article
food.
about how they like lost a pillar of their company because of this wing. They had to make enough. We talked about this before with berries for a certain smoothie they had. They had to grow those berries for like a year.
They had to collect blueberries for like 4 years.
Yeah.
For their fruit smoothie before they rolled it out.
Well, I think it was like that with the wings too. Like they had to get those wings for such a long time before they released them, and then they came out and no one bought them. And so it was like, yeah, they did whole shakeup at the company because no one bought wings. It's like,
Jesus.
yeah, you're McDonald's. Okay, this is Haunted Sponge.
Uh-oh. What up?
Brian, do you need to click anything they could see it, or what do you think?
Hey,
Oh,
I wasn't sure.
Hey.
hey, how's it going?
Good.
What
How
up,
are you doing?
Sponge?
All right. Hey, I'm the guy that wrote Blackwood, that podcast.
Oh, you are the guy who wrote that Blackwood podcast. Now
Yeah,
you
that's
said
right,
something else about it, right? Is it a next step with that Blackwood?
The podcast is in such like a weird place for me mentally that I'm just keeping track of when you mention it, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, you mentioned it on a couple of after shows, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I keep hearing talk about like a TV show and stuff, but I don't really have any involvement in that. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Whatever.
But that podcast, like, I heard of it before you talked about it because all the podcasts I listen to, like, were talking about it. They like linked to it or whatever. So I don't know how you got that deal, but that's sick.
Yeah, it was co-produced by a podcast company that's like huge. They're called Wondery.
Oh, Wondery is huge. They do like the best podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. And so they were like in charge of half the show. The other thing is a company called Hunt a Killer.
Oh, yeah.
Which is you may have seen them online as well.
Is that named after the Terminator 2 vehicle?
No, it's like a male. It's a. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like a kind of thing where it's like they mail you clues and you try to like it's like a game kind of thing. You try to like, figure out who a killer is.
Yeah, it's basically like your pen pals with like Hannibal Lecter, or that was like the original idea. Like you get a package and there are a bunch of cryptic things to solve.
Yeah,
so you guys have this podcast murder thing in common. It seems like your essence is murder and podcasting.
That's not my essence.
That's what you should have. Well, now, caller here, do you have a suggestion for what Sean's essence should be? Because he couldn't figure it out.
Like, you need a new essence.
What is the one thing that makes Sean tick? What's his thing?
Oh, he's got that spark. He's got that like boyish charm.
But
wow.
Is it boyish charm?
This is Sean we're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it goes across the board. I don't want to neglect any of you.
No, but thank you. Hey, so with I forgot what were the references? You said there were references to us in the podcast in Blackwood.
Yeah.
What can you remind me what they are?
Yeah, I wanted to. I'm really bad at marketing and social media and stuff, but like I wanted to tell people to like, can you spot the Mega64 references? I may have tweeted something and I just never heard anything back, so I don't know if they were kind of obscure. But I tried to hit all three of the main guys. I tried to hit you guys. So there's a Sean Bodie is referenced.
Yes.
Which I had to put in the script, and there's like bonus material stuff that I wrote. I wrote all these like in-universe news articles that are supposed to like deepen the story. And so I had to spell Bodie, B-O-D-E-Y, so the performers would read it correctly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Rocco knows all that. Yeah, he knows all that.
That was a good move.
And then I think the final name of one of the characters was David Acosta.
Nice.
Cool.
But there was also an obscure one that's in episode 2 where they play somebody who was live streaming. They play the audio of it, and he starts it off by going, yeah, this is going to be a video.
Holy shit! I just heard that. Yeah, they definitely. I didn't catch it, but like, that's really funny. That
No kidding.
Yeah, that's in episode 2. It's like not far in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I was working on something else that I don't know if is going to take off, but I started naming a character Chatfield.
Yes.
And it started to feel like it's a podcast with someone named Chatfield in it, and it started to feel too made up, which is weird because you're a real person, but
yeah,
I kept it in there.
Good. Yeah, keep it in there. Don't change that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't
Hell
know.
yeah. Well, awesome, dude. Well, thank you so much. Do you have a question? I'm sorry. I'm asking you questions.
Yeah, no, I do actually. So you were talking before on like the main show about urban legends in San Diego. I do a podcast about monsters and urban legends and stuff. Are there any stories? I always loved when I was a kid, like hearing a legend about somebody, even just in your neighborhood, like there being like a creepy neighbor, the spooky old man down the road.
Right.
Maybe you never verified it, but it used to be like stories that my friends and I would tell each other that would freak us out. Do you have anything like that?
We in an old neighborhood I used to live in, there were the mutants across the street. It was just a family that was just causing problems no matter what they did or where they went. There was just, they, accidentally drove their car into the pool, or it was just shit that was like, how does one family fuck up this much? It was just like goofy stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
There was so actually we've actually filmed in this location, but when I was a kid, my backyard was the high school we went to, and so behind that was like a mountain with these like huge rocks on it, which we filmed our Dragon Ball video a few years back. But the kids in the neighborhood would say that like people lived in those rocks. There was like a whole like little group of like 4 or 5 people who would be homeless and live there. And so Luke and I like one day went out and like try to investigate, and there was no one there. But we were told there were. But
fair enough.
Rocco, was it just you and Dominic who thought that they were mutants?
No, my family just thought it was like, who are these people?
They
It was
have
a
to be
pretty nice
mutants.
neighborhood that we were in back then, and
Well, like
and it
mutants-
was just
that looked normal on the outside, but you knew.
Oh
that
yeah, we weren't
fiends-
like physically making fun of them. They were just
No, I
like
hear ya.
We thought they had it was almost like X-Men superpowers that
Yeah.
everything they touched was fucked up.
You know what probably happened though is like this is something that I think we fall for is like my dad would say something like that and then I would think, oh, he's not joking, like this is real, and then I build up in my head like how there's actually fucking a mutant or whatever. So
I lived on a cul-de-sac, and the person right next door to me, we were all convinced was a prostitute. And we never had hard proof, but there were all these like little clues. Like there were weird guys that she was either a prostitute or a drug dealer or possibly both. But I remember this was the 90s and we could see through the window. She had mirrors on her ceiling, like mounted onto the ceiling. And that for us was, that's a prostitute.
Yeah.
Who else
Yeah.
would have? Dude, she has mirrors on the ceiling so she could watch while she does it with people. And there were always like weird people who didn't live there would like come out of the house having fist fights and like fight each other
Nice.
and then get into a car and speed off. And we'd be like, what the fuck's happening? And then one day I came home from school and the garage door of that house was open, and that I'd never seen that before. And there were police with like sheriff jackets going through, raiding everything. And we never saw anybody in that house again. None of those people. Somebody else. One of my friends actually, their mom bought it and moved in. And it's like, dude, you're living in the hooker house now.
Poof in the chat has a good point. She might have back problems and has to do her hair in bed. Don't assume the worst about
There
it.
would
that.
always
Could
be more than once. This guy would come, didn't know who he was, and he would park a pickup truck in the driveway and he'd go inside for like half an hour and he'd always leave a little kid in the pickup truck while he was in the house for half an hour. And me and my friends would always feel so bad for that kid. Be like, that poor kid, like, should we ask him to come and play with us? Be like, nah, fuck that.
that's scary. That sucks.
That was probably a safe move. I don't know if you want to get involved with that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, we didn't know. We were like 9, 10, 11. She lived there for probably like 4 or 5 years.
Garrett, you got
Her name
anything?
was Sally.
I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, I would believe. My friend told me Goombas were real. They live in the sewer. So, like at the elementary school, like any storm grate or any sewer manhole or anything, it's like, yeah, down. Look, we would like look down in there at recess, like I think I see shit.
Yeah.
Like people tell you stuff like that, and you would believe that that this urban myth or whatever. But that was always so localized to your elementary school, your playground, your neighborhood.
Do you guys remember when we were growing up, we had one homeless person in our
Yes.
town?
Yes.
Yeah.
That woman?
That woman, yeah.
We had one homeless person in our town. Everybody called her Santee Sally.
Yep.
But then I remember somebody was like, her name's actually Pamela. My brother's cousin's friend went up one day and said, hey, what's your name? And she said, Pamela. But then that started getting out. And she was, this is sad now that I think about it.
Yeah.
She was always pregnant.
Always pregnant.
She was
Gareth,
like,
always
pregnant.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Garrett reminded me of when you're talking about elementary school.
Yeah.
Totally did have that. There was on the other side of the fence where we would have like recess, there was a big hill, just a random hill. Not very big. It was almost like a berm separating the fence from the road on the other side.
Yeah.
But when they would bring kids out, or just over the fence, there was like a preschool area or kindergarten or whatever on the other side. And for some reason, every time they would walk kids past that hill, these kids would all like look at the hill and try to run up it, and they'd always fall. And me and my friend Martine in probably like 6th grade were always like, you notice every time kids go by this hill, it's like they're drawn to it and they have to reach the top of it. They go fucking crazy. And it happened every time. We'd see this kid. Oh, this kid's going to eat shit. There he goes. He's falling down the hill. And so, yeah, we called it Magnetic Mountain. We were like, there's something in that hill that is drawing kids near it, like Close Encounters shit. They all try to get to the top for some reason. It happened every single time.
But
anyway.
you're that young that you just believe the thing you made up in your head.
Well, hey, I'm an adult now. I still believe it.
Still might be
I
magnetic.
dare anyone to walk by Magnetic Mountain and not climb it.
Well, I'm gonna save up for a $40 million laser that we can go test the magnetism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find out if that magnet's curved
Okay.
or what's going on.
Get a magnet.
No.
Oh shit.
No.
Just someone needs to have a fucking kid and send him to that mountain.
Magnetic Hill just reminded me. when we were growing up in Santee, there were a lot of like dirt fields all over the city. A lot of them
Yeah.
have been developed now, like turned
Right,
into
they're houses or
highways.
Yeah, it took a
and
while, but
houses,
it's developed, yeah.
For a while, it was just kind of like neighborhoods of new homes and then just expansive, like undeveloped fields.
Yeah.
And me and my friends would always go ride our bikes and like jump on like bike jumps and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was this one field we would go to, and for whatever reason, there was this big hole that had been dug in the middle of the field. It was probably like 4 feet deep and maybe like 8 feet wide. It was just a big circle. And there was always ripped out porno pages in that hole. And it was always there, and there were always new ones.
Whoa.
And we would always like just go and like scavenge. Like, all right, what do we? And it was, like, I don't know, just something stupid kids do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a kid, so you can't do anything with it. You can't take it home because you're like, what if my mom sees this, I'm gonna be busted.
Hide it in the bush.
But I like now I think about like that was just some homeless guy's jerk off safe space. Yeah. And then a bunch of like 10-year-old kids on their bikes would come up like, once a week or every 2 or 3 weeks and just see what was going on there.
The scariest thing that I've ever seen, like something like this, that you think like, what the fuck did I walk into? What is this? Was with you guys, and it was when we went to go film something, and we found like the lair of cat food tins. Do you remember this? Like,
Yes.
we went to go film.
Yeah.
not too far from our house.
It was our video for Far Cry.
Yes.
Oh,
and we walked in,
yeah.
and
You told
it
me
was
about
like, oh,
this.
there's some cat food cans. And we looked around, and we realized like there were thousands of empty cans of cat food. And it was the scariest thing. Like, what did we just fucking walk into? Why is this cat food here? It was so fucking scary.
I got a thing that scared me more than that we were all present for. When we went to go film the intro, I believe, to our Journey video, and Sean was like, hey, I went on a class that took us out to the middle of the desert in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my God,
I remember
And
this.
there were like mountains. It looked just like Journey. We could go there. So we drove probably like 90 minutes to get there. And after an hour, you have to turn off and take a dirt road driving through the mountains. And we're driving for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We come around a corner and there is just a dude standing
Yeah.
next to a motorcycle with like a big leather vest and a big ponytail. And he's just... And we drive past him and all of us like make eye contact with him. And we're like, I wish I didn't fucking look at that guy. We are in such a remote area. This guy is absolutely a criminal.
Yeah.
He's absolutely waiting for somebody to meet him here. They specifically chose this spot so nobody would see them. And we just fucking saw him.
Yeah.
And then we park the car. We get out. We're like, all right, well, let's just film this and get out of here quickly. And like 30 minutes, like not 30 minutes, but like 100 feet further down are these guys that with a truck and they open up and pull out guns.
Yeah.
And they just start like shooting guns in the desert.
yeah.
I was so freaked out that
I am
day.
standing on the top of the hill wearing this fucking bright red thing. Like, just don't shoot me. Because if you shot me, there's no fucking, like, no one will get
We're in the
you.
middle of nowhere.
You're
We're in the middle
fine.
of a desert. We
You-
just
you
passed
get
this
away with
guy
it.
about to do a drug deal or sign on for like a contract killing, and there are these like other guys with like shotguns shooting at
Practicing,
nothing
yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
I almost, when that was happening, I did have signal on my phone, and
Oh.
I was thinking, you know what I should do is send out a mass text or a tweet that's like, hey, anybody, if I get shot in the desert today, here's these guys.
Oh,
The people
God.
shooting guns, I wasn't really concerned about. 'Cause
Yeah, that
whatever.
guy was.
We've gone out to do that. For
People go
videos
out to the
before.
desert to shoot guns, but the biker hiding like amongst the cliffs and stuff, that freaked me out.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
because
didn't
it was-
wave. You didn't. You just
I think
made
I-
eye contact.
We
I
kept saying, Sean, whistle the song of peace. And you
Yeah.
didn't do
I
it.
waved. I waved.
You waved.
Yeah. When we're filming, I always wave. 100% of the
Yeah,
time.
I smile,
Doesn't matter
wave.
what costume I'm wearing, I'm covered in blood, whatever. I always say, how's it going? Like, I always
It
do that.
isn't a filming outdoors without Sean's trademark. Sorry.
Yep, that's
Sorry.
that's exactly what I do.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Down here. Sorry.
Sorry.
Have a good one. Have a good one.
You got to wonder if maybe those guys are like telling stories about you now and being like, I was out there for a routine pickup. And I saw these guys wearing robes filming each other.
Yeah,
Some kind
I
of
don't know what
cult
they're doing.
ritual about to happen. They were
Yeah.
in red robes. That's a good
you know what?
point.
That's a
Exactly.
good point.
But we had a camera, so that invalidates everything. When there's a camera involved,
No,
you
'cause
go,
that's even
"Oh."
scarier. They're filming this for the word cult shit. Some
Who knows
sex
what that's
cult
for?
thing.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, you know that's not true because we had a fake dead body and we were burying it out in the desert or not in the desert, in like an abandoned
field.
or a field in Texas.
Yeah.
and a guy with a gun, hand on his gun, walked up and said, "This is my property. What is this?" And then he saw the camera and went, "Oh, you're filming something. Cool," and walked away. So
true.
that's what the camera does. You can do anything as long as there's a camera there. Then they go, "Oh, you're filming."
You know what though? I think
That could have been a real body.
the camera is a novelty that doesn't exist anymore. Like back then, even back then, it was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you got a camera? That's pretty cool."
Yeah.
But now it's everyone has a camera, and that's not special anymore. And they don't. That guy would be pissed again.
You know
today.
what, Sean? I don't know. I think if you have I actually think that it's starting to get to where I think for a while I agreed, but now we're hitting a point where if you actually have a dedicated camera,
Not a
No.
phone.
not
real
just
camera.
a phone. If you're doing this,
Yeah.
who cares? Everyone's doing that. But if you have we have a legit cinema video camera. If you have that, you actually bought a video camera. These guys know what they're doing.
Dude, that's how I cut the line at E3 like 2 or 3 years ago. There was Naughty America had a booth showing off VR porn.
yeah.
And I was doing like interviews, and I was like, I want to interview guys. And I walked up, and they said, "Sorry, you need to be on this media list." But I had a big ass camera, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll interview you."
Yeah,
So,
they see. Yeah, the size of your camera, they think, "Oh,
there
you're
you go.
legit."
Legit.
So see,
Wow,
Ca-
size
Walk
matters.
softly, carry a big camera. See, you think I'm joking?
Yeah.
Think I'm playing? Tried to told you. Joe,
All
listen
right.
up.
Well, thank you for your
Okay,
call.
thank you for your call.
One
you.
last
That's good.
question
Haunted
for you.
Splooge, or what was his name?
One second. Oh,
Oh.
he's gone.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
What were you gonna ask him?
Well, his podcast is about this thing called the Blackwood Bugman, but I didn't know if that was like a real urban legend that he made a podcast about, or he just made one up. And I was gonna ask him.
Tweet it
Yeah,
at Sean.
you'll never
yeah.
know.
Hit him up through.
I'll
Twitter.
never know.
Isn't it
It's all
better not
bullshit.
knowing?
Yo, yo, yo.
He could be out there.
Yo,
in the
How
what
we
up?
doing?
Maybe.
Hey,
it
what's
going?
up? Oof.
Al the Jazz
Oh,
Man.
this is Jazzman, right?
Yeah.
Jazzman.
Just got a quick question.
Yeah.
What's up?
Out of all the stuff you like, what grows on you the most? I think this might help with getting to the heart of Sean's essence. Maybe something that you didn't glom onto well at the beginning, but then you had strong feelings for over time. You know, any food, activities, all the stuff you like, what grew on you?
Well, I could say one real fast. Or are you talking specifically to Sean?
No. Anyway.
And all of you, but
I'm in the
including.
middle of Game of Thrones right now.
Ooh.
Oh.
And watched season 1 a million years ago and hated it. So I'm like, you know what? It's about to end. I'm just going to watch the whole thing, because I like to barge shows that I don't know or care anything about. Like, hey, let's just dive into it and see what people are talking about. I still hated the first season. And I didn't really enjoy the second, but by the end, some cool stuff happened. And now I'm in the I'm way further now, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's
ya.
my current one, but I'm not done. I haven't watched the latest ones yet, so who knows? Anyway.
I'm trying to think something I didn't like at first, but now I do like.
The Paul Thomas Anderson's Phantom Thread, when it came out, I really liked it, but it wasn't like, oh, it's not, it was good. Months, weeks, years later, Phantom Thread's incredible. Like, that was just, like, I think when
Yeah.
it came back on HBO, I watched it again with Brian, and it was like, oh, this is fucking incredible. So,
Yeah.
movies tend to grow and stay with me, and I appreciate
I
it.
get that way, I think, with all his movies.
Yeah.
I think that,
Yes.
hey, that was pretty good.
Yep.
And then a year goes by, and it's like, damn, man.
Yeah, There Will Be Blood, the second time I watched it, it's like, okay,
Same
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Same here.
Small example.
Cool.
You guys got anything?
Yeah.
Monster Hunter.
I don't.
Monster Hunter?
Yeah, I was kind of against that for a while, and I like Monster Hunter now.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I'm sure that happens with me a lot. That happens with me with music a lot. I feel like
Yeah, same.
a lot of my music, my most favorite music, is stuff I really hated the first time I listened to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Beatles. I remember the first time you heard the Beatles, you were like, fuck this.
No, I used to fucking hate the Beatles.
Yeah, me
I
too.
really did. When I was
I'm
a
sure.
kid.
I'm sure.
I thought they were garbage. And then one day it just clicked for me. I heard "She's So Heavy" in a car, and I was like, "Who is this?" And people turned back to me. They're like, the Beatles." And I was like, "Sorry, I never."
And then I turned around and I
Never
said,
heard the
Radiohead's
song.
that way. I will never forget that story. Not to go off on that, but I don't know why. I think about it all the time.
What,
Derek,
really?
when Derek was at a music festival, Radiohead was playing, and he wasn't interested. And he walks away, and the girl goes, excuse me, Radiohead's that way. And you went, yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. And she was like,
No, I said
what did he-
specifically. I said, "Yep," and they're boring.
yeah, it was like, what did he say? But I don't know if she cried because she didn't take a selfie.
He doesn't get
Oh,
it.
shit.
Anyway,
Oh.
sorry, you were. I didn't mean to interrupt there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Geez, maybe this is what you could take from this because I can't think of anything that I said recently that I showed the kids The Office, and then they kept watching past the point where
New Office.
I said stop watching The Office, and they kept watching it, and now I've just seen more episodes through that, and they're not as bad as I thought they would be. So I guess that's
Or maybe
something
you've become less funny over time.
I think Sean. I think this worked in reverse on Sean. It just made him look bad, and the episodes are the same.
maybe.
Shucks.
I think we just got to the essence of Sean. Not good.
It's funny though, watching these now, I get it. Like, I still think that I'm right, and it should have ended there. Like, I still think that.
At the end of season 3, you're saying okay.
That was a perfect ending, and it was fine. And like, but you hear things as like an outsider now, who you know the cast.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, Jim and Pam got married. Okay. Oh, they had a kid. Okay. Now they're fighting. Okay, this does not sound like fun. This sounds like a fucking misery, you know? Like, you hear the basics and it fucking sucks. But there are a lot of little episodes, little moments like,
there were some funny episodes.
Funny.
There was one I saw on a plane years after I thought the show was any good, but it was still funny, you know? It was like, there's some funny shit.
So the thing, And, you know, I didn't, the Spider-Man game, I was kind of like, I don't know, whatever. And then, like, Beckett insisted we play it again, and then I fell into it, so.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you for your call.
Thanks. Oof.
If his call was no good, I was gonna reverse his name. And
I
be
don't like when
"Foo."
people comment that. Oof.
Oof. Oof.
That's a thing, right? That's a new thing.
I say oof. I've always said it. It's not a new
there
thing.
it is.
It's not a new thing.
Whenever like I post something and then someone says oof, it's like, what are you saying to
Oh
me?
yeah, people do that shit on Twitter.
It's
got
like,
a little
ouch.
snapback. That's lame.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
like, what does this add to the
they're
conversation?
calling you a dumb.
It's
What
like,
are you
ouch.
saying? Ouch! What? Like
Like that-
wasn't
like,
a bur-
like why'd you say this?
Dude, he's
saying-
What
gaming.
the hell?
What's up?
They're
We-
saying they
fuck yeah.
disagree with your opinion.
Oh, is that
Like-
that's a
like
disagreement?
Like that's
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you
Like
were
you hurt
wrong.
me by saying that.
You know, I want to say this. Oof doesn't bother me, but you know what? I actively hate meh when people say meh. Both are noises, so I should be consistent. They're both.
Yeah, when I see
no
a
good.
when you say oof, like I get it, but when you comment that and it's just that, you add nothing. You add nothing to this.
Went up in popularity a lot this year. It's probably because of the children's video game Roblox. But they say oof in my 70s underground comics. So it dates back at least 50
yeah,
years.
no, oof is old. Like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And someone's saying, yikes. I don't like that either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of yikes.
If you don't like something and you feel like you need a comment, go right ahead. You're welcome to do that.
I want
but
to know.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah, unpack it.
Yeah, if you have a thought, try to express it in more than one word.
Like if you need to get it out there, that's totally cool. But,
Yikes doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't help. It just doesn't help.
yeah, it's just you spouting.
Sputing.
You're spewing.
If you're sputing on
hey,
people,
don't
yikes.
spute on me. Thank you.
Anyways, caller, are you going to
Yo.
participate
Yo,
or what?
Oh yeah, I didn't.
B-dubs
There's nothing to
3000.
add for that.
What's your name?
but I was just-
Bees? What?
Sorry, no, it's TV in 2000.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
I've seen Frank's streams and some of Garrett's as well. A big fan. My question
Welcome
is
to the Mega64 podcast.
thanks. My question is, I'm dealing with I'm in university, but I'm always handing in assignments late. How do you guys deal with procrastination?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you overcome that?
It's
That's
a
the
bad-
main.
demon,
That's
the
a bad
procrastination
thing, and
thing.
I think I'm
Yeah.
getting better
Yeah.
with that. Like I have, but that used to be me with every project. It was always the last minute. I knew it sucked when I
Oh,
turned it in.
I did my homework the morning of.
You
Yeah.
guys were both procrastinators.
Yeah, so
Yikes.
bad.
Thank you.
Oof.
No, but anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yikes.
No, it's fine. But I think that part of like me growing up has been like identifying that and like I think I used to be pretty fucking lazy, and I don't think I'm lazy anymore. Like you gotta like I just started like I gotta stop this.
Yeah,
and just get my
TVN
shit
3000. Is it that you're just lazy?
Yeah, you gotta be there, man. That was the core of it. Probably laziness. I don't know. I think it's just for me, with just a lot of schoolwork and balancing work and time. It's feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah, and I totally
there's
get
kind
that.
of element of
Like for me, it was like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this thing, so I'm not gonna do it. And that was like this. But then I kept thinking about that thing, and so like I wasn't enjoying the time that I wasn't doing it because I was like, I gotta do that thing. And if I'd have just done the thing, probably gotten a better grade on the thing, and I could enjoy the time afterwards way more than I did before. So
I think that someone pointed that out to me that you will enjoy your free time once all of your commitments are done.
Right.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
that finally clicked. And then I think now I've patterned my behavior to where I won't sit down and play a video game or enjoy, anything if there's still shit to do. Which I
Okay.
think I almost have like conditioned myself too far into the I always want to keep productive and really go above and beyond every day so I can sit down at the end of the day and feel like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
now I'm going to open Devil May Cry. And maybe I haven't played it for the first 2 days it's been out,
Right.
but now I can fucking enjoy it.
Yeah.
That kind
I
of
enjoy
thing.
stuff so much more when I did my shit,
Yeah.
But even since I was a kid, I always got my homework done. I never slacked on that ever.
Wow.
Ever. And how I did it was I would not allow myself shit until it was done.
Yes.
And that worked. And it was always what worked throughout all of school was that like Power Rangers or whatever was on at like 4:30. And it's like, okay,
Whoa.
I'm going to sit and enjoy my favorite show without any of this worry. So I would get home from school and it's like, you have to be done with this shit by the time that hits. Or else I felt like a failure. It was like, no, how much better is that show going to be when you like, you know, you have nothing but that. So I've always kind of worked on that system. It's like, you are not allowed to enjoy this shit until that is done.
Right.
Okay.
That's kind of what I did too. Like I would
Yeah.
come home from school, I would just go straight into homework. Like I was still in working mode, just like thinking mode.
Yeah.
And then I would finish it and then be free for the
Yeah.
rest of the night.
That's
Totally.
I wish I would have done that. That's so much smarter.
There's two steps or two things. One is as I've gotten older, I recognize if I'm really anxious, I realize like, oh, because I have all this work to be done. If I finish the work, then I'm not anxious. So I don't look at it as I need to get this work done. I see it as I need to quell my anxiety. So by working, I'm lessening my anxiety and I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Right.
The second thing with procrastination is if you need to get something done, don't look at it as this big massive thing. Just what's the next fucking thing you
Totally.
need to do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
When I need to freelance edit and I don't want to do it, I will write on a notepad, open up Premiere, insert the hard drive, label the footage, and then I'm crossing off the tiny baby steps, and then you start getting into this groove and flow where you don't have to think about the things. So whether it's like write a paper, fucking open up Microsoft Word or Google Docs, where the hell you use, write the first sentence, like see every little baby step, and then you'll start climbing, and then you'll get into this flow state. So just one step at a time helps me a lot.
Okay.
TVN,
You gotta feel like you've earned it. Yeah.
you only get one shot at life, man.
Yeah.
And what I think you need is you need to start kicking some fucking ass.
Yeah.
Kid. Listen, take pride in your work because there's nothing special about the people who get ahead in life. They just don't put off the menial bullshit that everybody else does put off. A lot of people say, I'll do it later, and then they just let stuff slide, and before they know it, time gets away from them, and then they're disqualified from all the success and the winning and all the good stuff that comes with kicking fucking ass.
Yeah.
So instead of putting off your projects, say, you know what? I'm going to dominate this project. I'm going to get ahead. I'm going to prove that, I'm awesome. And then later on, you'll have, like everybody else has said, you'll have free time to just bask in your glory.
Yeah.
I did it. I fucking ruled it. I'm the best. Now I'm going to play video games and watch YouTube videos all
Yeah.
day.
You
'cause you
earned
earned
it.
it. Yeah,
You
yeah.
earned it.
So,
So after this call, turn off the computer, do your work, get your shit going.
Yeah. And then
right now.
watch the after show later on the archives channel.
Yeah. And you see all the funny things you
yeah,
missed.
get fired up. Stop putting off your success and your greatness. Just go do it. There's nothing stopping you, bro.
We're gonna
You're your
check
own
up
worst
on you.
enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call in next week, and if you didn't get your stuff done, we're going to say bad stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
I'm gonna ground
so you got to get going right now. Go,
All right,
go.
that's a promise. That's a promise.
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna leave.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay,
Okay.
he's going right now.
I just motivated him.
In fact,
If-
everybody
I
watching,
clicked it.
turn this off and go get to work.
If he's still watching this right now, if you're watching
You're in
this,
trouble. Turn it off.
fuck, dude. What did I say?
What did we just
What
say?
did we just
What
say?
did we just
Turn it
even
off.
say?
2000, stop.
And everyone at home too. You
Turn
guys
it
are right.
off.
Kill it.
Let's get shit done.
Go to
yeah,
bed.
he's not going to do it. There's no hope for that
I'm
guy.
ready to get it done.
Yeah. I'm
You want to do one last call?
Yeah,
One
let's get
last-
shit- we got
let's do
shit
one
to do.
last call.
We
We
got
got
shit
shit to
done.
do.
We gotta
Okay.
get it done.
This is our
One
last thing.
final. Is this Dree? Dre?
That guy's
Dro?
hopeless.
Drow?
That guy's fucked.
Yo, what up?
What's up?
What up, fam?
What up,
Oh
Dro?
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear
Hello.
you.
What's up?
Yo,
What up, Dro?
you called in.
Hi.
What's up, Hydra?
I just wanted to see what are you guys listening to? Like
What are
music.
we listening
What's
to?
good?
Listen to this dude
Donkey
named
Kong
Dro.
Country 2 soundtrack.
The Pandora soundtrack from the world of
Yeah.
Avatar.
What's that?
It's really good. There's some good tribal,
Oh, Sivako, Rocco.
Sivako,
Sivako.
absolutely. No, I'm actually right now. I'm currently of all the tracks I'm listening to. Aewa.
Nice.
So check that out. It's on Apple Music
Nice.
exclusively, not Spotify. Fuck Spotify.
Fuck 'em.
I don't have that.
Hey, Dro, you ever heard this song?
Yeah,
It's a beat.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Keygen.
Yep. Good shit.
That's good. Okay, we don't want to get claimed.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, 30 seconds or
Shit.
less.
We need to cut.
Wrap that up.
Turn
We're
it-
getting close.
Please.
Turn it
I'm
off.
scared.
Um,
I'm scared.
We were working in here the other day setting up for this video we've been filming, and I threw on Depeche Mode's Black Celebration.
Good. It was great.
You like
Good
that,
stuff.
Sean?
I did like it.
Sorry.
I've been listening to the band Mini Mansions non-stop.
Oh, yeah,
and
they're
I
great.
fucking love it.
Mini Mansions is great.
I think
What
we.
genre?
I think the
Awesome.
Wii Shop is better than Mini Mansions.
What genre is
That is the ultimate
What-
question.
What genre is Mini Mansions? Would you say it's rock, but it's like electronic? And,
Yeah, it goes off in weird electronic directions, but it's rock, I guess.
Yeah.
this Japanese punk band I love. They're kind of like Shibuya Key, but Chai. They have one album out on Apple Music. But
You
they just
made
put-
up all those words.
No,
that you just said.
Chai has a new
He's having
album
a
out
stroke.
right now. It's fucking incredible. Chai rules. So check it out. Chai's awesome.
Capcom put up a ton of their soundtracks on
Yeah,
Spotify.
they did.
See that?
Yeah.
I've just been kind of going through those.
Hell yeah.
It's really sick.
Synth pop is what someone says Mini Mansion
Ooh,
is.
good.
All right, Dro.
Okay.
After we end this podcast, I want you to look up this song and listen to it on repeat all night. Okay? Are you ready?
Yep, it's on.
Painkiller by Judas Priest.
Nice.
Thank you. You're
Good
gonna love
night.
it. Good
Goodbye.
night.
Painkiller.
All right.
Good night.
Well, thank you
Good
for
night.
watching, everyone. Let's all get shit done right now.
Yeah.
Let's not just procrastinate anymore. It's time to just fucking do it.
Jack Vid, say good night.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
All right. That was best call of the night.
But hell
Take
yeah.
care, everybody. God bless. And if you cry, film it.